Bill, Perry Ellis has kind of opened up a little bit, but he still doesn't say much about himself. Can you talk about how he...
You really feel he's opened up a little bit, huh?
Just a little.
Yeah, very little.
But just talk about his game today.
He was great. He was great. He was made shots, stretched it, and then made mid-range shots and took the ball strong to the hole. I think one of his 2 misses he got back and put in. So I thought he played very, very well. And even more importantly than that, he made a couple of great passes and you know, he was without question our best player today. And other guys played well offensively, but certainly nobody had a game like Perry.
How does that change his game when he can hit that three-pointer?
Well, I think it obviously help and you know, be hopefully a weapon that we have. I don't think he's going to shoot a ton of them, but he's certainly, if he's open, he can shoot it. But you know, if he can shoot 1 or 2 a game, that would probably be a good number. But he hasn't been shooting maybe 1 or 2 every 10 games, and so he can shoot. He's definitely capable of making that shot.
Coach Perry kind of came into his own about this time last year. Is this a precursor of what we saw last year?
You know, I hadn't thought about it, but that you're exactly right. The timing's about the same. So we need him to continue to get better. You know, he's even though he won't be our leading scorer this year, he's still our most consistent scorer. You know, you feel like with him, you can get 13 points or 14 points most every night. And you know, with some of the other guys, you know, they got to make shots or you got to run stuff for them. Perry, for the most part, he's going to get his in some way, shape, or form. So, yeah, we would love for him to continue to build off of this and be effective offensively. The thing about it is, though, what's going to keep us from having a great year is on the other end, though. And of course, we all got to get better, and Perry's definitely one of that bunch. He's got to get better on that end.
Is that just one guy having a great first half, or are you disappointed?
Oh, I thought it was. Well, you know, if you look at it statistically, it was one guy having a great half. You take him out of the equation, we actually did a good job, and he's good, and we couldn't guard him down there either. But we played him. To me, the adjustments we made defensively the second half to guard him weren't really major things at all. It was mainly just try a little harder and hedge the ball screens a little better and those sorts of things. But I think that he was really good. He made some hard plays the first half, but I also think we helped him because we weren't turned up.
Bill, you outscored them in the paint 56-18. What do you feel like the guys did to be able to create high percentage shots and attack the basket like you did?
Well, we just got the ball inside against their zone. You know, a lot of times zones are designed to make you shoot from the perimeter, and you know, from our standpoint, we shot 19 threes and didn't shoot them very well. But I mean, I'm going to do math real quick, but we were 35 of 46 from inside the arc. And that's not just in the paint, so that tells us we need to play inside out, and that's what we certainly did, even though there was zone.
It seems like when a player gets docked a game, he comes back and has a real good game, and sometimes even changes, like Tyshawn and other examples. Do you think Traylor was super motivated, or was he just?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, he would have been super motivated, but Maury plays with energy most every night. But I thought Maury got off to a really bad start. Really bad, and I thought he played really well after he got back in the second time. But you know, Maury obviously disappointed in what that he had played this past Monday. But you know, that's over with, and you know, he probably recognized that he was probably a little bit. I think when something's taken away, guys probably appreciate it a little bit more when they get out there, especially that next time. So what you said may be true. I didn't talk to him about that.
Do you have an update on Brandon and his status going forward?
Yeah, Brandon. I anticipate Brandon playing. You know, he just we are a team that you know, obviously I like them a lot, and I actually think they're too nice. But we can have slippage from a responsibility standpoint. And that's basically what happened with him, because this would have been a game he could have played a lot of minutes and that kind of stuff. But certainly, you know, it's. You know, there's a to me, I would rather try to have their heads right or whatever early in their career than I would being lax and trying to get them back later. And so I would rather just address this and get it out of the way, and now he'll know better. So.
Well, after struggling Monday night, Wayne came out and played well. Is it just once again a case of a freshman maybe having his ups and downs during the year, or something different than that?
You know, I would say probably that's the case, but also when you go on the road, there's a good chance not everybody's going to play well. We picked a bad night to basically have the majority of our starters have off nights, but you know, Wayne's been for the most part pretty consistent this year for us, and certainly I thought today he was really good. You know, the first half especially, I thought he was really good. He was active and those sorts of things. But I think Monday, to me, you know, you can look at it different ways, but you know, how that game got to overtime blows my mind, because that was not a well-played game by us. And K-State was definitely the better team on Monday, but the guys did hang around and did fight to the end, which is a positive thing. And I do think these guys will fight. I think sometimes we don't have the mindset in the first minute to fight the same way we do in the last 5. But Wayne will be fine. Wayne will be fine. That didn't surprise me at all today.
Did you guard Anderson different in the second half, or was the help just better about helping?
We actually did try to make one minor adjustment that was very minimal, but the biggest thing we probably did better is we tried harder. I think our ball screen defense was better in the second half. We sat on his right hand a little bit more, even though we kind of took it for granted the first half, and you know, he made the one driving layup late. But for the most part, you know, we did a really good job on him second half. Maybe help was a little better, but really I just think we were a little bit more intent the second half.
Bill, I think the assists for Perry were a career high too. Was it against the zone that he just had more opportunities?
Yeah, he had a lot more opportunities because he's in the high post. You know, that's one thing about, if you guys remember Julian's eyes would light up this big if the other team played zone, because he could be in the middle, and that's what he loved to do. And Perry did a good job when he got in the middle today. So yeah, obviously your 4 or your 5 man should have more assists against the zone than they do in man.
What was it like to see Brandon rush?
Oh, he looks great, doesn't he? He and his son came back in the locker room afterwards, and that's the first time I've seen B since we had the Legends game. So you know, and he's battled so many injuries and those sorts of things. But yeah, it's great to see Brandon. You know, I told our guys, he's the best defensive player we've had since I've been here. You know, he got a lot of attention because he blocked shots, but Brandon Rush is the best defensive player we've had. So, and everybody, he didn't know how to spell it when he first got here. So he's improved so much, and it's great to see.
Did you have him speak to the team?
Well, if you know Brandon, he's a man of about as many words as Perry is. So that could have been definitely a speech that would last. I asked him how he guarded, and he said not great. So that was about it. Very profound. Well thought.
Is Embiid getting better?
Yeah, Joe should be able to play Tuesday. Yeah, hopefully he'll practice tomorrow and be able to play Tuesday. He could have played today if he needed to, but he wasn't totally paid free. But we'll get him back out there tomorrow and see what he can do. But he should play Tuesday.
Anything else?
All right, guys. Thank you.